Welcome to design of reinforced concrete structure. This is the second lecture, and we are going to start retaining wall design. Last time we are discussed about all syllabus, books, and basic of structural design at higher level. Previous semester we learned about how normal structure and structure element behave, design, analysis, and apply to the world. But in this chapter, we are going to learn about some special structures like retaining wall, slab, flat slab, water tank, earthquake, building layout, etc. Now going to start with retaining wall. Retaining walls. What is the retaining wall? As we know, retaining wall is the structure which retain the back soil or retain a particular thing to one side to another side. Here it is a general drawing of retaining wall which I marked. This is the backfill and this is the ground for which we don't want that soil on it. Retaining walls are usually built to hold back soil mass. However, retaining wall can also be constructed for aesthetic landscape purpose. Aesthetic landscape purpose like in Ahmedabad riverfront, the retaining wall is constructed for two purposes: to retain the soil or the upper structure to not to collapse, and the aesthetic view of the city is better. There is a cantilever retaining wall. There are different types of retaining wall, but I start with cantilever retaining wall. It is the formal diagram of cantilever retaining wall. Assume that here no retaining wall yet and total backfill are filled like this, but we have to use this land as our road. At that time we need to remove here some soil and put it here and construct retaining wall like this. Here we show that the types of elements of retaining wall. Element of retaining wall must is stream, the main portion, to lower forward portion, which upward area is empty. Hill, this upward area is totally filled with backfill. The small element is called shear key. In case of necessary, we use shear key, and the total area is about base. Here, some water transmission area purpose, we have to use drainage hole. The hole is not as we think, it's the small holes in retaining wall that the water pours out. This is the cantilever retaining wall with shear key. There is some photos of retaining wall which use the different type. In first image, The retaining wall is constructed for aesthetic purpose, and in second drawing picture it is constructed to stay the road on particular area. Classification of retaining wall. We saw basic retaining walls and its elements. Now we are going to start with classification of retaining wall. Gravity wall, masonry or plain concrete wall, retaining wall, cantilever retaining wall. We already saw it. Counterfort retaining wall and buttress type retaining wall. Classification of retaining wall with its sketch and diagram. Have a look. First one is a gravity retaining wall in which there is no concreting work is done, but as we know all time there is no concrete, so they use big stones and some binding agent like lime are used to construct retaining wall. That's why they call gravity retaining wall, and it is working on the principle of gravitational force. The next one is a T-shaped retaining wall, also called cantilever retaining wall, and L-shaped retaining wall. It's also called cantilever retaining wall. In cantilever retaining wall, there is a different three types of retaining walls. T type, in which toe and heel area is comparatively same, and L type, toe and heel are almost negligible. Counterfort. Counterfort retaining wall. Sometimes it is necessary to support retaining wall by backfill side, that the counterfort of any construction element is have to construct like a small beam column combination on particular distance between two counterfort. We are saw that we are seeing this plan here, our retaining wall, this upper area, and this is the lower area. The area of counterfort is about this. This is a slopy, same as in buttress. But the difference between buttress and counterfort is that buttress is constructed on empty side rather than the backfill side, and vice versa in the counterfort retaining wall. Earth pressure. Earth pressure is the pressure exerted by the retaining material on the retaining wall. This pressure tends to deflect the wall outward. Like see in this diagram, retaining wall, actual position of retaining wall, and the deflected position of retaining wall due to the pressure, and the pressure is continuously down to up decrease. Types of earth pressure. There is two types of earth pressure: active earth pressure or earth pressure, and passive earth pressure. Active earth pressure or earth pressure means the total actual earth pressure comes from the backfield is called active, and the pressure with empty side is passive pressure. Active earth pressure tend to deflect the wall away from the backfill. It's called active earth pressure. Factor affecting earth pressure. Earth pressure depends on type of backfill, the height of wall, and the soil condition. Soil condition. The different soil conditions are dry level backfill, moist level backfill, submerged level backfill with uniform surcharge, backfill plus sloping surcharge. Mostly the effective terms of terms in retaining wall is backfill. Which kind of backfill we have to design the retaining wall is necessary, its weight, capacity, density, etc. This is a simple analysis of dry backfill. In such case, we just saw the equation, but here the most is that the diagram. Maximum pressure at high P is equal to Ka into gamma into H. Total pressure at any height from top Pa is equal to 1 half Ka into gamma into H is equal to Ka into gamma into S square by 2. The all equations are already studied by geotechnical engineering. So we ignore the equations and its situations. We just focus on our retaining wall, loads, and behavior of the retaining wall. Here, the height, particular pressure Pa, total height of retaining wall, fill material, moment due to the filling, and the upward pressure. H is equal to stream height. We have to decide that stream height sometime, where Ka is equal to coefficient of active earth pressure, which 1 minus sine phi divided by 1 plus sine phi is equal to 10 square phi. 1 curve Kp is equal to coefficient of passive earth pressure. Phi is equal to angle of internal friction or angle of repose. Gamma is equal to unit weight or density of backfill or any material. Generally taken data is phi is equal to 30 degree, Ka is equal to 1 by 3, Kp is equal to 3, thus Ka is equal to 9 times Kp. Another one combination is backfill with slopy surface. Sometimes the filling is more above the retaining wall. In that case, we have to design this type of retaining wall and use this equation in which Ka is equal to taken as cos theta minus under root of cos square theta minus cos square phi divided by cos square theta plus under root of cos square theta minus cos square phi. Theta is equal to angle of surcharge. The angle between this, the angle of surcharge is like this. Yeah. Total pressure at bottom K into gamma into S square divided by 2. Stability requirement for retaining wall. We need to require some checks. Stability is one of these check. Following condition must be satisfied for stability of wall as per IS 456-2000. It should not overturn, it should not slide, it should not subside. Maximum pressure at the toe should not exceed the safe bearing capacity of the soil under working condition. The all our condition is compulsory to design any retaining wall. Check or overturning. We stop our lecture at this point and next lecture we continue with this topic.